Corinthians 7 verse 1. Philippians 2:12. It says, having therefore these promises, dearly beloved, let us cleanse ourselves from all filthiness of the flesh and spirit, perfecting holiness in the fear of the Lord. Perfecting holiness in the fear of the Lord. You can't cleanse yourself from filth if you don't fear God. You will enter because you will respond to your emotions much more than you will respond to the impulses of the fear of God. Philippians 2 verse 12. I'm showing you why we are not maximizing some of the things God has made available. Paul said, wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence. He said, work out your own salvation with what? Fear and trembling. There are many things packaged in salvation that we are not experiencing because we have not allowed fear for God to garrison our operation. Hope you know righteousness is a power for reigning. He said, they which receive abundance of grace and of the gift of righteousness shall reign in life. Romans 5:17. So when a Christian is not reigning, it's because it's not living righteous. The nature of righteousness is what we call righteousness. But the practice of righteousness is what we call holiness. So he said we must perfect that practice in the fear of the Lord. And it's in perfecting that practice that we begin to exercise the authority that makes us reign. But I can tell you, many people with great visions, great ideas, full of inspiration, yet not reigning. Because there's no fear for God. So the forces of life dismantles everything they set up. And they don't know why they cannot receive the necessary backing to cause them to soar. And it looks as if God favors some more than the other. No, he doesn't. But his kingdom is governed by laws and principles. If you align to those laws, it will work for you. Did you not read when the captain of the Lord's host stood before Joshua? In Joshua chapter 6 verse 2. Are you for us or against us? Nay, I'm not for you. I'm not against you. I'm on the Lord's side. If you are on the Lord's side, then I'm for you. I didn't come here to take side. I came on the side of God. This is how God's systems work. Everything God has packaged for us is available within the confines of our alignment to his kingdom. If we don't align, it is there. We'll never experience it. This is why many Christians are not doing well. Not because doing well is not part of the package. It is part of it. But there is a system that allows it. The fear of God. See how simple this thing is. But see the enormity and the magnitude of things it can rob us of. Long life can be taken. Blessings can be taken. Evil can just happen just because one doesn't fear God. We must maximize this part of our walk with God. Learn it. And I will show you, you can learn the fear of God. You can learn it. Because you trivialize God now because you were taught it. You start with people who say, I beg, forget all this when I talk about God. Every day, God, God, God. We're not going to do anything. And they kept entering you. It kept entering you. You start, they are talking, you say John 14, they say, Oga, 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 Oga. No be Bible school. This is not Bible school. I beg, I beg. Go church, go quote scripture. You don't know what is happening. Hey, there are somewhere you say, but the Bible says we should don't do. They say, which Bible? This is a public office. Are you a professional at all? All this religious by God. And they suffocated the fear of God on your inside. A day now comes, they quote scripture and say, relax. You didn't know you were learning. You were learning. You were learning. See, we learn what we see and hear. You mustn't wear uniform and sit in a school to learn. Most of all, pick a lot of things from the market. Pick a lot of things from the gutters. You sit down, you are watching movies where they are making caricature of spiritual things. And you are laughing. Ha, 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 ha. This film is funny. You too, you will see that God will become nothing in your sight. Because you don't know that they are educating you. See, those who act those things, those who project those things, they know the intelligence that they are handling. They know what they are doing. You are the one thing they are trying to make you laugh. They are selling an academic system to a generation. So that a point will come when it will become normal. You are seeing they are acting movies and showing you that scriptures are not reliable. They are showing you that God is not real. And you are there saying, but science don't improve. Oh. See the way they are using AI. You think they are talking AI. They are showing you another God. You don't know the intelligence that sponsors those things. Do you think all of these movies about superstars is just to entertain children? You think it's to entertain children? All the Superman, the Spider-Man, the Batman, you think they want to entertain children? You must be naive to think so. They are teaching the younger generation that salvation is with men. There's nothing like looking up to God. So if you are in danger, instead of calling on God, look for a Superman. And most of you who don't take time to teach your children, a point will come when they will believe Superman much more than anything you tell them about God later. You think it's not an educational system? They know the name of all the Supermen, all the fictional characters, but they don't know 10 scriptures. And you think they are not being educated? When they now come to church later and you are telling them Jesus saves, they don't know what you are saying. As far as they are concerned, a boy was trapped in a 10-story building with fire. It was Batman that went there. It was Spider-Man that went there. So all they know about salvation is Spider-Man. They don't know what Jesus we are talking about because they have educated them from infancy. The same way godlessness can be taught, the fear of God can also be learned. That's why you must be conscious to learn the things that trigger the fear of God.